Hey, friends. I am late to the party. I'm late, because I really don't know why. Okay, so let me tell you what happened this morning. Good morning to everyone who's actually here. I know people were here a while ago. I don't know who's still here now. If you're in the comments now, let me know. Give me a hey, how you doing? So I know that you're here and I'm not just talking to myself. Because y'all showed up at time an hour ago, an hour and 20 minutes ago. But I've had a day since then. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie's there. Looks like Patty just commented. Soft life or bust. Candace is here. Angela's here. Hey. Let me try to show you less of this messy room. Okay. Hey, Eleanor. I am in a, is that my cousin Eleanor? I can't tell. I'm in a hotel room in just outside of Fort Lauderdale. I'm fine. I was on a call this morning with Stephanie as we were finalizing our foot picture lady from Exodus Summit. Finalized it. We've been telling you so far that we're hoping to have her, and today we finalized it. So yay, we're good to go. I was on the call with her, and I had half an hour. Today's a very busy day for me. I got a bunch of stuff going on. I've got group coaching for From Burnout to Bliss. Got a meeting with Stephanie. Stephanie and I are going live later on Krishan Wright's channel, Black Sit Global, here on YouTube. So I'm doing 2 YouTube videos today, a group coaching, and I'm chauffeuring my mom back and forth to her storage because that's why I'm here. And then I had the call this morning with, I'm not telling you her name yet. We're going to say foot picture lady for now. She's in the audience. Hey, girl, hey. And about 5 minutes before that meeting was over, the fire alarm started going off in the hotel room. And I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And Stephanie was like, you're not leaving? And I was like, come on now, girl. Now, you know. Just because there's some loud noise does not mean I'm going to end what I'm doing. So I muted the microphone here and I'm sitting there. And I could hear someone knocking on the hallway. Knocking. And I was like, stuck my head out. And she was like, no, you need to go. And I was like, yeah, girl, whatever. And then the minute I came back from outside into inside, I started choking. And I came back to a call and I was like, okay, maybe I do need to go. I think there might really be something going on because I'm coughing and choking. Then I went outside again. I forgot a mask. So I came back in, got back inside again, choking again. Left at least 7 fire trucks and 2 ambulances showed up. But you know how you're like, okay, so all the folks are here, but they walk in slow, they take in their time, they're all huddled and talking. There's no sense of urgency. So I'm not tripping about whatever's going on. Because if y'all ain't running and there's no heat, what's happening? What's going on? Well, y'all, they literally were sitting around talking in the lobby, talking. And I was like, this is cute. When can we get back inside? 40 minutes later, we still weren't inside. So I went to pick up my mom from the storage unit, went to my cousin's where I picked up these new glasses from, box me, please, Zilul. I don't know why it says Klarna because I didn't use Klarna to pay for it, but I guess maybe they have a relationship. Let me see if I have an affiliate link for Zilul. If I do, I'll drop it here. I ordered 2 pairs of glasses, 1 pair of glasses, 1 pair of sunglasses. Y'all wait for my affiliate link. Y'all know we help each other out by that. Affiliate links mean that you don't pay any more and I get a little bit of chump change. If I have one, if I can find one before the end of the day, I'm gonna drop it in here so you can use it if you want to. I was skeptical about these sites, these like get your sunglasses, get your glasses sites, but these were at my cousin's house waiting for me. And it said like shipping was supposed to take like 12 to 14 days unless you paid for like extra fast shipping. I did free shipping from 12 to 14 days and they delivered in like 2 days. So these are prescription sunglasses. These are prescription glasses. Very light sensitive eyes. So if you see me in glasses, they're prescription. Sunglasses, whatever they are, they're always prescription. which is funny because I see better in prescription glasses. I forget to take them off when I walk inside. So I walk around a lot of buildings like this. I just walked through the hotel lobby like this a minute ago. All right, so if I can find an affiliate link, I will drop those. But yes, Frances says she gets her sunglasses from them too. These are new glasses. I wasn't sure, but I was like, at 2 pairs for like 80, 90 bucks. If they don't work, I'll figure it out. All right. I did not set the fire with the glasses, but I'm going to somewhere. Okay. All right. So I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'm here because my mom had to clear out her storage unit, or she's working on clearing out her storage unit, and I was here to help and take some of my things with me. We got some stuff done, not all of it, but that was one of her goals, was to get more stuff out of her storage unit this year. And one of my goals for the year was to clean out my storage unit, which is why we're talking about goals, because that's no longer a goal for the year. I was going to go to clean out my storage unit with Adelia in October. But October is when the summit is. And October is when Dia de la Muerte is in Mexico. And so it's very hard to find time to make that work in October. November and December didn't work. So January, we're bringing it into the new year, but it's my January goal, January 2023, cleaning out my storage unit. I felt like I was cramping too many things in at once. So I'm pushing that back to January. But it made me think, what are we doing for the rest of the year? And how can we finish out our goals pretty strong? My storage unit, like I said, I want to get rid of it ASAP, but October or January, I'd rather not stress about getting stuff done in October, because as y'all know, Stephanie already has me stressing about Exodus Summit. Not really stressing, but like, y'all, there's always something to do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ExodusSummit.com. ExodusSummit.com. So while I'm in the US, hold on a second. Hold on. I can't remember the last time I drank a can of Coke, but this is quite refreshing. Oh, Sarah said a January meetup in Oakland. I will be in Oakland. I'll be in the Bay Area. So maybe that could happen if Sarah reminds me, because you know I'm gonna forget. Sarah, if you remind me, we might do that. Okay, so I came back in picking my mom up. Well, I went to my storage unit. Storage unit is like a quarter mile from my cousin's. So I stopped by my cousin's because I knew she had these glasses and I forgot to pick them up. And today's the last day I had to pick them up. So I picked them up. Dropped my mom off at the storage unit because she's going to go see her cousin. We were just doing a lot. Anyway, I come back through the lobby and I'm like, hey, what was going on before? Was it really a fire? And there are 3 hotel employees behind the desk. Now, I tell you, there were like 8 fire trucks, 2 ambulances. They stayed in the road. They were surrounding the building. You know when you ask someone a question and they're looking for a customer service answer, a customer service lie? I asked them the question and all 3 of them froze and said, and I'm like, the fire department was here for at least an hour because I gave up waiting after an hour. Why were they? What was the real reason they were here? And you can't just be like, this happened or that happened. You're just like, get your lies together, first of all, because I'm not going to be the first or last customer to ask, right? So get your lies together. Someone said, oh, it was a gas leak. And then someone else said, a customer poured chlorine and ammonia down a drain, and that's what happened. I'm not calling you a liar, but I think you're lying to me. I was like, okay, so you're not going to tell me what happened. All right, like, cool. It took, like, all 3 of you froze like gazelles and you saw a lion. Like, oh, you're asking a question about what happened? Oh, no. A gas leak or chemicals down the pipe that caused a gas interaction? Those are two different answers, and you're both saying them at the same time. Please coordinate your lie. Coordinate your lie for me, and let's get this moving. Do it. Coordinate your lie. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened here, but like I said, 7 or 8 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, a mess, an absolute. Everybody outside. The babies are outside. Everybody's outside. A mess. Yeah, Patty. If you're afraid to give me an answer, just be like, I don't know. Just tell me you don't know. I'm like, you're in my face lying to me, and I can tell you're lying to me because y'all all froze. Uh, 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 uh. You had a whole hotel evacuated. You need a response better than no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't believe it. A customer was pouring ammonia and chlorine down the drain in an amount that made us evacuate the whole place, and made me choke when I walked outside and set the fire alarms off. Like, were they making meth in the hotel? How much how much chemicals would that require? I said, "Oh, okay. Whatever it was, it's not my business." Listen, JG said, "Who are they trying to kill and covering it up?" I don't know what happened, but something was going on, and the hotel staff is lying. And I truly was like, "I'll see y'all when I see y'all." I would like to be live right now, but they are not letting us back in. They're not telling us nothing. They started handing out water, like, "You gonna be here for?" When they started handing out water, I was like, "Oh, we gonna be here in the parking lot for a while." Cool, cool, cool. Is someone making meth? Because otherwise, how did we get to here? How did we get to enough toxic chemicals interacting that when I step in the hallway, I start choking? I didn't smell anything. I just started choking. So gas could make sense, right? Not like a regular natural gas, because that wouldn't happen unless it was, I think, at explosion level, because you don't really choke on those. But I don't know. I'm a scientist. I do pretend to be one on YouTube. But anyway, I tell y'all, I am super, super excited about the summit. We have lots of announcements coming. You know, Stephanie always makes announcements because she's Saturday and I'm Sunday. So she always makes announcements and acts like, "Oh, was I not supposed to say that?" And I wonder if I should make an announcement today. Should I make an announcement today without telling her? An unauthorized, is this my day to make an unauthorized announcement about the summit? I think it is. Okay, so super excited. I'm here. Got my glasses. I went to the Apple store yesterday, and I'm one of the first people with a new phone. It came out on Friday, and I got it. I'm gonna show you guys the actual purple case. Came out on Friday, and I picked mine up on Saturday because that was my pickup window. Yeah. Hold on, let me get this out of the case. I ordered a leather case for my phone because, you know, I'm fancy and I really like leather. This is the new purple iPhone. I haven't had a new phone in 4 years, maybe 5. So I've had the iPhone 10 forever. So I upgraded finally. Really wanted a better camera. So I upgraded. You can see 3. This is my old one. This is the 14 Pro. This is the 14 Pro. I had just put lotion on. So the case doesn't normally look like this, but I had lotion on my hands. I was lotioning up when I got on the call. So it got a little greasy. But the leather case felt like thin, cheap leather stretched over something. Like the leather binding on a book, but like a cheaply bound leather book. Is that very specific, or is that a generally known feeling? Cheaply bound leather book. Like, okay, so this notebook is pleather, and it's what it feels like. It just feels like a thin pleather thing. So I was like, I'm not paying you all this money for cheap feeling leather. So I exchanged it for this dark purple case, which I really like, which goes on the purple phone. So yeah, super excited about this. Gonna have some better pictures, gonna make better content, going to make more videos. I'm not gonna make more videos. You know, you always tell yourself that, ooh, when I have this new tool, I will do more of X, Y, or Z. No. No. All right. It does not have an extra SIM slot. It has no SIM slots. It is an eSIM only phone. So I got my Google Fi eSIM on it last night, and I have to figure out how to get my Mexican SIM on it. But I already Googled, and I know they do. Telcel does eSIM. I just don't know how. So I got to figure it out. I was going to get the gold phone because the gold phone is what I had before. You know, I love the yellows and the golds. But I was like, this purple's kind of nice. All right. I have an announcement. Stephanie's going to murder me. But she's here, and she hasn't said no yet. So, Stephanie, now's your chance to say no. I'm holding something in my hands. Let's see what she says. She can veto this. Oh, she said yes. Okay. All right, friends. My announcement is related to this. Isn't she cute? Wouldn't you like to see her at the summit? Kirsten Saunders, Rich and Regular, author of Cashing Out with that man she loves, Julian. Kirsten's going to be our keynote speaker at the summit. I'm really excited about this. I'm super excited about this. So for the first year, we have a keynote speaker. It is Kirsten Saunders of Rich and Regular, and she's going to bring it, y'all. Cashing out. Are we excited? Are we excited to hear from her? Okay, so you guys, I know we're going to talk about this a lot more in a minute, and by minute in a different video, probably something on Exodus. But what do you guys want to know from her? So we're going to do, like, she's going to talk to us. But I think we're also going to have time for a Q&A, I think. And so what do you want? What do you want to know? Shoulder dance screams joy. It does. It does. I'm feeling joyful. I'm feeling joyful. Okay, so if you don't know them, they have a YouTube channel, Facebook, a blog, a YouTube channel, an Instagram, a blog, and a podcast. Did I make that last one up? A book, which is also out on audiobook. I got a hard copy. Stephanie has the audible version. Lock in. So they are talking about making money, getting free, Rich and Regular. Yes, Rich and Regular is the name of their platform. Yes, they do have a podcast. I was not making that up. Sometimes I'd be making stuff up, y'all. And I never know whether it's like real life or I just made it up. But yes, they have a podcast. But yes, get familiar before the summit because we're going to get into it with her. Our new friends. Yay. So we're super excited about this. Like I said, if you're not familiar with them, get familiar with them. It's going to be epic. They won at the, I'm going to say some things and they're not going to be accurate. Hi, Kim Casey. Thanks for joining the membership. Yay. Okay. I'm going to say things. They're not going to be, some things are going to be wrong. Rock with me. At the most recent FinCon, which is a convention for people who talk about personal finance, whose name I don't remember, but one of y'all can Google and put it in the box because I don't remember. FinCon stands for financial conference. I don't know. Anyway, they won 2 Plutus Awards. One for their book, Best Personal Finance Book, and one for their video series where they be cooking and talking to people about money. Ingredients. I think Julian used to chef a bit, or he just likes to cook. So they have a video series in the book, and they won best of in the personal finance world for both of those things. I think that's the end of my accurate information. Anything else would be made up. Okay. All right. Also, if you're attending the summit, announcement number 2, you may have an opportunity to win the book. Books will be given away. I don't know the details yet. I beg of you, don't email us asking about getting a copy of the book, because that's not how it's going to work. I beg. Yes. I was right. I just said it in a lot more words. Best new personal finance book and best personal finance content series for their video series. Boom. In the personal finance world, they are winners. I mean, they're winners everywhere, right? But like, they are the people that personal finance people want to hear from. Rich and regular, Kirsten. And you know I'm gonna say it. And her husband. I say that man, but when I say that man, if it sounds disrespectful, I usually mean it a little bit disrespectful. But and her husband, who will not be speaking, because y'all know, 4 Black women by Black women. The point of this video, which is totally scattered, and I get it, but y'all know me. Scattered is what I do. The point of this video was to talk about goals for this year and what we're going to do and what we're going to set to the side. One of my goals for the year was to read 22 books, and that is still a goal for the year. And yes, this will be one of the books that I read. It's also one of Stephanie's goals, and some of y'all said it as a goal too. Some of y'all, who else said it? Who else set 22 books to read for the year as a goal when we talked about this in January? Anybody else? It wasn't just me. I'm looking. I'm waiting. Nobody? You gonna leave me out here? Okay, so it's me, it's Stephanie. Y'all gonna leave us out here hanging like that. Just hanging. Child, I was like, what is that noise? It's rain. Alicia, who knows Rich and Rick? I'm gonna say knows as a people on a platform. They're really great, informative, and bring a fresh perspective to personal finance. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about goals that we set in the year and the goals that we've given up. What have you already given up on? This is not a zone. My YouTube channel is not a zone where you can't acknowledge that you gave up on something. We get to change our mind about everything. I have given up on my storage for a year. It's the next year goal. Because I know that at this point to do it, it would be stressing me out trying to get it together, trying to get to the US for October. Also, I'm trying to limit the number of days I spend in the US this year for tax reasons. So we'll talk about that at the summit too, because Katrina Haynes is coming to talk to us about taxes. For expats. And those of us bopping around. We gonna have a tax talk, a tax talk, a tax talk. Okay, that was enough. So yeah, so come on, tell me the goals you guys have given up on. What have you said for yourself? I am not going to do that this year. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Dina, yes, I'm able to drop a link to the book in the description after the chat. But like I said, if you're coming to the summit, you have a chance of winning one. So maybe you wait, maybe you don't. I don't know. But I will drop a link to the book in a second. Ooh. Ron has given up on going to Portugal this year. She applied to Tulsa remote, so we'll see how that goes. See, making moves, different moves, but moves. You're making moves. I too have given up on going to Portugal next year. But if you were watching Stephanie yesterday, she didn't let the cat out of the bag, but she opened the mouth of the bag so the cat could see out. She opened the mouth of the bag so the cat could see out regarding Portugal next spring. I think I will be in Portugal in the springtime. I think Stephanie will be in Portugal in the springtime. That's all we know for now. That's it. That's it. All right, Anita's given up on going to Mexico. Let's see. Y'all saying you love Rich and Regular? Yes. Yes, come through. I'm trying to pay as much as Amazon. Please. Please. I wish we lived in a country that would look at a company that is watching their employees die on the floor, on the warehouse floors, and be like, let's tax these motherfuckers. I wish that's the country we lived in. I don't live here, but you know what I mean. I wish America was the kind of country that was like, you don't get to dodge your taxes when you're killing your employees. Instead, we're like, I think it's time for another tax break. You killed a lot of people this year. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. No taxes for you. No taxes. Like, it's not even, I don't expect them to do anything about employees dying, because that that's beyond what America could do. It's too much. It's too much to consider that anyone would enforce any kind of working standards that would let people survive their shifts at Amazon. Too much. It's too much, America. No. But I mean, if they're gonna be killing people, at least tax them just a little bit. Just a little bit. No? Trifling. Anissa decided to skip rushing to rent out her house this year. Yes. No rush. If you got a rush to do it, if you got a stress to do it, no rush. Ooh, BE's not moving to another apartment this year. She's staying where I am for 6 months in Querétaro. Yay. All right. All right. All right. Elle has postponed retirement to next year. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. All right. Deanna's given up on going to Portugal, exploring other options. Let's talk about it next year. Ew, ew, ew. Angela, who just moved to Querétaro, is learning how to unwind. Girl, when you moved to, what was I doing here? I was here doing something. And I know that those people would have stressed me out 6 months ago. There was an unreasonable wait. What was I doing? There were a bunch of women. Oh, whenever I come to the US, I have like a 20-page to-do list, and I forget most of them until I'm actually here. It's not a real to-do list. It's like I think about one thing one day, then another thing the next day. Sometimes I write them down, sometimes I don't. This time I went to the pharmacy and I got the Omicron booster. So I got the 2 COVID shots and 1 booster. I got the first booster in May. I didn't get that. I never was a second booster. I didn't get that. I got that Omicron booster. Omicron, half regular booster. I got that 2 days ago. I went to the pharmacy. I filled out the form. I watched these women kiki with each other for 30 minutes, not helping anyone. There's no one, it's literally just me in the pharmacy section. They are kikiing, they are laughing, they are chilling, they're eating. It's not lunchtime. I mean, it's not an obvious lunch break. They're snacking and do it 30 minutes. And I was like, and then 30 minutes later, the person who took my form, who I knew couldn't be the one to do a shot, because I know her face. She has done nothing for the last 30 minutes. Comes and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's you now." And I'm like, "You were just chilling for doing nothing." It was raining. It was raining hard, so we couldn't really go outside anyway. It was too hard. It was too hard. It was raining too hard to leave the store without an umbrella. People were just standing around in the front of the store, not leaving. So I wasn't in a rush per se, but I feel like like a couple years ago, living in the US, I would have been like, who can help me? Can anyone help me? Because there was she would literally just said, take a seat, and then came back after doing nothing visible besides talking to each other and eating snacks for 30 minutes. Came back like, oh, hey, you ready? Let's do this. Now, Mexican Rashida was like, oh, I got my phone. I got some ear pods. I can make some noise in my ears. Okay. Whatever happens, happens. I have to wait. I can't go outside anyway. It's fine. You want to kiki with your girls and just laugh and do whatever? There are like 7 of you in the pharmacy, and not one of you is helping a customer. It's not like it's one person in there. There are like 7 of them. And I know they're back there. I'm sure they are working, but I'm literally the only visible customer. And the one who took the form from me and did the shot, she wasn't doing pills or things or sort. She was literally just bouncing around, talking to people the whole time. Mexican Rashida was like, it's fine. I have nowhere to go. Life is good. So anyway, one of the things you learn to do as an expat is, well, chill, relax, Angela, you're going to wind down. But also, when I come to the US, I have a list of things I do. If I need to buy electronics, I buy them here because they're cheaper for me here than buying them in Mexico. I also bought new headphones because my old ones weren't working. What else? Did that. Can you hear the rain? It's really loud out there. Ooh, hold on. Janice, welcome to the membership. I wasn't going to go live after the call today because I thought I had to go pick up my mom. My mom is at her cousin's house now, I think, or somewhere. I don't know. She's not watching this video. She ain't popped in yet. She's doing some old lady thing with her old lady cousin. So we will go do a live video after this one. I'll tell you when we're going live, just for the members, a little bit later, because time is sort of meaning nothing to me right now. I'm drinking Coke. Y'all should never give me caffeine. I'm a lunatic on caffeine. So, hi. All right, where were we? Oh, yay! Celebration time. Ew, 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 ew. Yes, 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 yes. Even Mullen just got accepted to Tulsa Remote. Yay, you. Yay. All right. I love it. I've given up on purchasing a house this year. Instead, I've increased cash reserves and will increase end of year retirement contributions during November and December. Yes. Yes. Delayed does not mean denied. Yes. You got this. Increase your cash reserves. Cash is king. Do what you can. Don't stress about the things you can't do. We're doing what we can. We're not stressing about the things that don't happen. For me, ending 2022 strong means as we roll into the fourth quarter, so we have October, November, December left. As we roll into that, look and see, are the things I prioritized in January still priorities for me? Or has my life changed in some way? But either they're not priorities or other things have become priorities. And so I have to move them. When I planned on going to the storage unit in October, in my brain, Exit Summit was in September because it's been in September every year. But this year, Stephanie and I were like, let's wait until the last possible minute to plan Exodus Summit. And then we were like, what if we pushed it back like a week to give ourselves a little more time? So we did, because we can. Who gonna check us? Boo. Right? Like, anyway. Yeah, for me, it means checking in with myself. What were your goals you set in the beginning of the year? What is on your, I have a vision board. I have a phone vision board and I have a computer vision board. On my phone vision board, oh, I got some notifications y'all do not want to see. I have flowers because I wanted weekly flower deliveries in my home. I don't think I've had flowers all year. I was looking for, I thought, because I'm in Mexico, I thought I'd be able to find a place where I could actually get flowers delivered that would be inexpensive. But I forgot. If you're doing things that, or buying things that the average person in Mexico is not buying, it's going to run you. It's going to run your pockets real quick. And the average person in Mexico is not getting weekly flowers delivered. And so weekly flower deliveries were like $60 a week. Every week? Not a month? I mean, if it was a month, sign me up, right? Every week. Flowers in Mexico City are super cheap unless you want any kind of arrangement delivered, and then absolutely not. Then it's just American prices. It's just American prices. American prices. So that didn't happen. What else is on my list? The 22 books were on my list. I wanted to redecorate my home a bit. That's here. And I painted, you guys have seen I painted my office. I'm not at home now, I'm in a hotel now. But I painted my office. So I have golf on my list because I wanted to go to I really like driving ranges. Haven't been to one all year. I wanted to play tennis this year. I haven't played tennis. I took a tennis lesson when I was with Claire Soares from Up in the Air Life when I was in Buenos Aires for the trip to Argentina last December, and I loved it. It was my first time playing tennis, having a tennis lesson in my life, and I loved it. And I was like, I want to do more of that. It's September. I have not seen a tennis ball since last year. Fourth quarter, I'm not going to go to the US. I'm going to lean more into these things that I want to do. I'm going to figure out. I know I have a friend who goes to the driving range in Mexico City, so I can go with her. I need to reach out to her about that. And somebody I know plays tennis. We're going to work this out. I know where there's a place, there's a club where I can take lessons, but it's like, it's one of the private clubs, and they really want like $300 a month to go. And then their lessons on top. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm a private. I think there are people who are like private club people, and then there are other people, right? Like my friend was telling me the good things about it. She was like, oh, it's great. People go there to socialize, and they bring their family and they have picnics. And I'm like, I'm not bringing a family to have picnics at a private club. I don't know. It's for me. I don't know. Anyway, but they have tennis lessons, and that's where everyone said to go when I was thinking about tennis. I have a picture of the Maldives. I think the Maldives were on my list for the year. I ain't Googled a flight, a hotel, a nothing. All right, what are the things that are on your list that you've given up on? If you have, I'm going to say, ooh. Nicole said, I gave up on them pots and pans, baby. Gave up on them pots and pans. And I feel you. April's given up on a new job this year. We know that when you're trying to make your way abroad, money is important, which is why Move Abroad Money is the theme for Exodus Summit this year. If you don't have your ticket yet, exodussummit.com for your ticket. Anyway, One of the speakers is going to show you how to negotiate and how to position yourself for more money at the job you're currently doing. So even if you don't get a new job, how, while you're in your existing job, can you maximize the money? Maximize the money. Because let's not pretend we're at these jobs because we like these people. Right? Frances gave up on Southeast Asia this year. And I know Southeast Asia was a goal for Frances for a long time. But while she gave up on Southeast Asia, she's been bopping around Mexico. She's been here, she's been there, she's been everywhere. Living her best life. It's for real pouring outside. All right. Giving up on Panama, too hot and humid. I still haven't been. One of my stepmothers, smile, smile, wink, was from Panama. And I always wanted to go. It sounded interesting. But I ain't been yet. Oh, Fran won't make it to Mexico, but she's headed to Tbilisi, Georgia. So I think, Fran, you're going for Wanda's Black Woman Travel Fest. International Women's Travel. I'm trying to remember what IBWJT stands for. I don't remember right now, and I'm not going to make it up. But yes, I want to hear all about. I think Wanda's event is going to be really great, and I can't wait till you guys come back with reports about it. Yes, and that's happening October 1st and 2nd in Tbilisi, Georgia. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Black Women Travel, blackwomentravel.com. I know you can't drop the link, but say the word, because websites, nothing's coming up. So like something nasty. No, it's not it. October 1st and 2nd. Where did I go? All right. When I made the video last year about, or earlier this year, about how I didn't like one of the things I didn't like about Buenos Aires, and one of them was like there was dog poop, like chunks of it, or like people stepping in it and like dragging it down the street everywhere. Everywhere we walked in the downtown area, there was just tons of dog poop. People respond with things like, well, have you been to San Francisco? There are a lot of homeless people there. And you're trying to act like the dog poop is worse than a homeless people? And I'm like, the people who don't have anywhere to live don't bother me. The fact that you're equating humans and dog poop is a you thing, right? Like, own what that is. Humans who don't have a home are more disgusting to you than dog shit. That's a you thing. Don't try to make that an us thing. That's not an us thing. That's a you thing. Oh my God, have you been there? There's so many homeless people, and that's so much worse. Is it now? The homeless people, unhoused people, barely existing is worse than sidewalks full of dog shit. Think about that. Really? Don't try to make it an us thing. It's not an us thing. It's a you thing. I was in those comments like, really? This is fun. The homeless, and I'm like, yes. Those people do not want to be unhoused. People who like to sleep outside camp. People who are outside and have, even if they have belongings, have them thrown away by cops, by the people that the cities are sending out to clear down their encampments. That's not the life they would probably choose for themselves if they had other choices. The people who aren't picking up their dog poop, that's a choice they are making, and that's the life they do want for themselves. I don't see how you don't. All right. Woo! All right, let me see. Joanne has given up finding our new remote / remote job in her field. I get it. At the summit, we're going to talk about people changing fields. ExodusSummit.com. Okay, so any side effects from a booster? Every COVID shot I've had before has had me in bed all day the next day. I've also always gotten swollen glands. I was getting my left arm because I'm right-handed. So I get every shot in my left arm, but I always end up with swollen glands in my left armpit. This time, none. Now, my mama and my cousin had me in the streets from 9 a.m. yesterday to almost 6, like 9:30 to 5:30. And I was exhausted and I was dragging ass. If I wasn't here, I probably would have been in bed all day, but I didn't have a fever that I noticed. I didn't have a swollen gland. I didn't have anything. And I'm normally like, oh, I've been injected. Must lay down. Oh, can't do anything. But this time I was like, oh, it's fine. Yes, staying at your mama's instead of paying rent. By the way, I dash. Even if you were staying for free, this is a judgment-free zone. It's a judgment-free zone, right? We give where we can, and when we don't have it, we don't have to give it, right? If you weren't paying rent, it wouldn't be none of our business. But yeah, save some money, girl. Save some money. Save some money. Greta has, can you hear that rain? Greta has given up on trying to rush the process. As long as I'm taking action and moving forward, I'm good. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. Tyra has not postponed anything. I've made some major changes to my lifestyle, which I consider evolving, upscaling, and upgrading. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Woo! I love it. All right. Dion, I love Dion because Dion be like, and then I thought about it, and nah. And then I thought about it. We have this conversation at least once a month. Me and Dion, like, girl, what's your plan? You don't like talking to people. You don't even like them people, Dion. You don't want to talk to them. No. No. Don't talk to them. All right. I'm continuing to reinvest and bet on myself, give myself grace when I fall short, reevaluating my goals when necessary, and getting back on track with respect to my move abroad work strategy. Yes, I love it. All right. Oh, yeah, BJM got her temporary residency approved last week. I remember last week she said she was going on Tuesday. I think that's what it was. She was going on Tuesday to get her residency. And she got it. And she got it. And she got it. And she got it. And she got. Okay, so next year to Portugal. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. My mom is here. Where in the world are you, Mother Dow? I don't know. And are you safe and dry? Okay. If any Tulsa remoters are looking to rent, Anissa has a place because she lives in Tulsa and she knows she is Black Tulsa. I'm officially saying that. You can now make a t-shirt with like, I am Black Tulsa. She won't do that. She knows everybody. She's been there. But if anyone is looking to rent, hit up Anissa because she be knowing. Yes, Shauna has temporary residency appointment in Vegas on December 16th. Since retiring at 7:31, I've changed my mind countless times on how to generate income. I'm looking forward to the summit to come away with one thing that I can commit to. Yes, one thing that you can commit to. All right. So a bunch of you have told us what you've given up on this year. What are the things that were on your goals at the beginning of a year that you haven't given up on yet? What are the things? What are the things you haven't given up on? What are the things you're like me, I'm going to take a tennis lesson in Mexico City before the year is over. I'm going to go to the driving range before the year is over. It is going to happen. It's going to happen. How do we make it happen? What are the things that are on your list that are must do's? It's dark in here. It's getting dark in here because the sun that was coming from that side is now a cloud of water, just rain. Oh, Shadow plays racquetball. There's a racquetball place within walking distance, but I have never heard a Black person say they play racquetball before. That is not judgment. That is me recognizing that I don't think of things unless people I know do them. The only time I see people play, I don't know if there's a difference between racquetball and squash. Is there a difference between racquetball and squash? But I only know it from old movies or TV shows where there's some lawyer or doctor playing with their buddies in between something, right? It seems distant from the reality of my life. And so I love, Shauna, hearing that you play racquetball because I don't know people who do play racquetball. I don't think I know a person in real life who plays racquetball. So, yay, Shauna, for giving us that. I'm going to find out if anyone I know plays racquetball in real life. Tennis and golf, they're both fun. I really love a drive. I think I've only been out on a golf course once or twice. I don't actually enjoy that. I don't enjoy mini golf. But hitting balls with nowhere to go, just sitting there, give me a bucket of balls, I hit all day. Or until my body is like, you've had enough. Try to move that shoulder one more time and see what happens, right? Until then, I really like it. I've given up on Black excellence. Too stressful. Welcome to the family. We don't care about Black excellence here. It's not Black excellence. Black excellence is rarely about the individual, and it's usually about proving something to someone else, typically white people. And over here, we don't have anything to prove. I'm excellent because I'm alive. I'm excellent because all my ancestors made it through to me, right? I'm excellent because I'm here. I'm excellent because y'all tried to exterminate us every chance you got. And these seeds kept growing. And here I am. I'm not proving anything to anybody. I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. I just want to eat snacks, watch something silly on TV, maybe read a book, and talk to my friends. Maybe drink some rum, right? Proving things to people is exhausting because it's never ending. It's like that Toni Morrison quote about how the purpose of racism is to distract you from creating art, distract you from all the things, because you're constantly proving that you are worthy and of value. And girl, for who? For why? No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Yes, mermaids can be Black. We're gonna talk about this all week long. All week long, we're not. If these people refuse to go to the movies because a mermaid is Black, that's Disney's business, not mine. Why would I argue about that? If y'all think a Black girl can't be a mermaid, and now you've ruined the cartoon and your idea of imaginary mermaids. Oh, by the way, I am fascinated by all the people who were putting their children on TV to show us that their children were so upset, putting their children on the TikToks and the videos and things, show us that their children were so upset at the idea of a Black mermaid that it ruined it for their children. And I'm like, aren't you just showing us that you've taught your child to be racist? Aren't you just showing us that you've othered Black people to your children? Aren't you just showing us that you've taught your children that Black people can't be anything besides your mules? Because why is this child upset that a mermaid's Black? It has a fish tail. Your child is upset about the upper half of a fish. Your child, they had to get that from somewhere. They didn't come out the womb like half fishes can't be black. That's not natural. They had to get that from somewhere. So like you showing us this video of your child being upset, it's just you showing me that you taught your child to be racist. I don't care. F y'all, right? Like if you're upset, if your child's upset, okay, die mad, right? Like I don't. What is? We can't be arguing all week long, or for weeks about a half fish. For why? For why? That's Disney's problem. And if you all have heard her sing that little fishy song, they're not going to stop putting us in movies because some people are mad because people are going to go see that movie. It's going to sell out. And Disney's going to be there making money that we not seeing. It's a half fish. I'm not about to argue with you about that. I do not want it. Oh, Jubilee. It's the Black Women's Travel Jubilee, International Women's Travel Jubilee. That's the J that I couldn't think of before, but Stephanie gave me. She said Jubilee, and I was like, what is Jubilee? And then it reminded me. That's the J in Wanda's name. Woo! All right. I gave up on looking for a job in professional sports. Every time someone me an opening, my dumb self applied. After March 2023, I'm done. Leaving is the goal by fall semester. Yes. Recognize when it's just time to be out. It's hard. Getting out is hard. Choosing to say that, like, I have pursued this thing my whole life, but I'm not going to pursue it anymore is very, very hard. Or I've pursued this thing. I've dedicated time and energy for this thing, and I am going to stop pursuing it. I'm going to walk away from it is very, very hard. But the minute you do that, you're free to pursue something else, right? That's no longer an anchor for you. If it hasn't felt like being grounded and instead it's felt more like an anchor, the minute you choose to walk away, the anchor's gone. Leaving the law was hard. My friends, my beautiful friends, were full of ideas like, just start your own law firm. Just do this, just do that, just do this. And I'm like, the idea of me not being a lawyer is not just hard for me, it's hard for you. It's hard because you went through law school too. You passed the bar too. So you know what that's like. So the idea that I would walk away from it completely, they were like, so you're never going to practice again? And I'm like, no. My friends kept sending me jobs. My friend was like, come work at Facebook. Facebook? Love you, mean it, probably not. Right? The idea that you can walk away from something you've dedicated your time to is not going to make sense to your people. It's not going to make sense to your family and to your friends. It's not going to make sense to the rest of the world. It doesn't have to. It has to make sense to you. And most things that you do, you can undo. If you walk away and you're like, oh no, JG, if you're like, I walk away, you're like, no, I really needed a job in sports. Like, I love sports. I can't imagine not having, like, now that I don't have a job in sports, I need a job in sports. You can always go back. You probably didn't light anybody on fire. I mean, sometimes you have to burn bridges, but there's usually like a back way back in, right? It's usually not like there's one bridge, right? If you burn a bridge, make sure it's not your only bridge. If you burned a bridge, build another one. That's what we're going to say today. If you burned a bridge, build another one. Right? There's usually a way back in. Don't worry about it. All right. Fran says she might get her 365-day visa in Georgia because Georgia, the country, allows you to stay for a year and hang out for a bit. You let us know because it was on my list. Okay. Oh no. International Black Women Travel Jubilee. That's what you want to look for October 1st through 2nd in Georgia. If you're interested, if you're in that area of the world and you want to meet up with Black women, they're going to be there. If you're interested in going, go, 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 go. Let's see. What's in the comments? Okay, what else? I'm gonna look at my screen and see what else. They're telling me to check in for my flight tomorrow. This is the flight that they charged me like twice for. I told the membership already. I did a video a month ago about how this flight was crazy. So the reason I'm back so soon after my last visit is because I tried to change my flight and they sold me a new flight without telling me or sending me any kind of receipt. Wild. It was a mess. Calling on the phone to customer service. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to change the flight. And they didn't change it. They sold me a whole new flight. I have no evidence of it. I guess I could call them and talk to them. But customer service was so bad the first time. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Everything's on so Maldives, I have a picture of a vehicle because I wanted a driver. I still want a driver. That hasn't happened yet this year. The thing is, my conflict with a driver is that I don't have full-time driver needs because I only go outside like 2 or 3 times a week, right? Like, I don't need a driver. So I'm thinking like maybe like 1 day a week, I have a driver that takes me to do like a bunch of errands. I'm trying to work that out. Haven't given up. I'm trying to figure out path forward. I committed to paying off all credit card debt and successfully did so on my birthday this year. Now trying to figure out the exit strategy. Yay, Miss J. Dontel. That's exciting. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. It's hard. It's not something we can really talk about now because there's so many like questions and stuff we would need to get answered, but I think you'll figure it out. Nicole says she hasn't figured out on figuring out a stream of passive income. No, we're going to talk about this in Exodus Summit. Okay, y'all. Exodus Summit. So we don't forget. Exodus Summit. What are we bringing with us to Exodus Summit? We are bringing snacks. A notebook, something to write with, maybe some caffeine. We are going to be ready to take our notes. Okay. If I was watching the summit, I would be watching it by myself in a quiet space. I know some of you are planning meetups to do it. And I want you to know before you do it, I want you to have an understanding with your meetup partners. Because if y'all say 4, 5, 8, 10 of you get together to watch the summit together, and one person is talking through the whole thing, so you can't hear what's happening, that's on you, right? Like, if someone is distracting you every time, if she's telling you how to get this foot money, and you're like, no, I asked for 1 Mai Tai and 2 nachos for the tape. You're missing out. Right? So keep in mind that, yes, it is great to be with your sisters. And there will be, we think there'll be happy hour. And we'll tell you in advance if we're going to do it. The reason we think is that if there's something more substantive that comes up, we'll do the substantive thing over the happy hour. But if the people you are with are distracting you from the purpose that you're there for, because I know when I get together with my friends, when we're co-working, I be talking. I'll be watching a video and keep in mind, you want to hear what's being said. All right. Okay. Sarah is going to get back into a routine of golfing. Her clubs are at the door, and she will get to the range this afternoon. My clubs might be in storage in the Bay Area because I had clubs from when I was in Ohio, and I go to the driving range a lot, and I played golf occasionally. Back in the lawyer days. My clubs might be, I don't know if I brought them with me when I moved to the Bay or if I got rid of them in Ohio. I already told Adelia, when we open that storage unit, it needs to be like a no judgment zone because I have no idea what's in there. I have no idea what's in my storage unit. There might be golf clubs in there, which I will not be bringing to Mexico. Woo! All right. So she's going to add that. Greta used to play racquetball years ago. Our friend Sandra has not given up on learning how to trade options. Ew, ew, ew. We believe in you. We believe in you. And coming to the summit this year. Wait, is this public? I don't know. I'm going to say it. I know Stephanie already told some people, so I'm going to say it. Coming to the summit this year, we have someone teaching how to trade options. Look at that. This was not planned, y'all. I knew Sandra was doing something, but I thought she was day trading. I didn't realize she was trading options. We have someone talking about how to come up with like your trading plan. So for those of you that want to trade in the stock market to make money, we have someone, I'm not going to say her name yet, unless Stephanie drops it in the comments. I'm not going to say her name because Stephanie announced it to her membership. I don't know if we're publicly saying these names yet. There's like, it's weird because there's no like, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this. We're just like wing it. We're like, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. You know, like we'll say this, we'll announce this, whatever. But yes, Jolyn GC from the Co-op series. I ruined it already. Jolyn is coming, and she's going to show us how to trade options. So Sandra, October 7th through 10th. All right. Simi has not given up on moving to East Africa. It's happening. Yes. There's no reason to give up. We just got to make it happen. All right. We're adding daily meditation and stress reduction. Joyle? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sure I did that. One of the two ways was wrong or both were wrong. I'm sorry. Because you don't want to have a heart attack or stroke. I get it. And this is it. Played racquetball at the YMCA as a kid. So I do know Black people who are playing racquetball. I'm not talking to them about it. If you've played racquetball before in your life, drop it in the comments. Let us know. Because I felt like I didn't know any Black people who played racquetball. I don't know. Angela hasn't given up on losing these last 15 pounds. Angela, it's a pandemic. You look good. Keep looking good and eating the food. You're in Mexico. Okay, so now that you're in Mexico, Angela, the weight will either fall off or you'll gain more. Your body will change now that you've moved abroad. How it's going to change. You look good, girl. I've seen you in a teeny weeny bathing suit, girl. Yes. Anybody worry about them 15 pounds. Ballerina hasn't given up on increasing her travel adventures, whether nationally or internationally. All right, Ballerina, where are you trying to go this year? Okay, Amber, I do not like Top Golf. Here's what to know about me as a person. Someone sent me a link the other day about like dinner in the sky in Mexico, because they do it in Mexico, I think out in Santa Fe, out in one of the burbs. And the reason I don't like that or Top Golf, I don't want my food to be an experience. I want my food to be like the best mother trucking food you can put on a plate. I don't need to mix it with golf or with being up in the sky or twirling or churning, anything. I just want the best possible food. And so things like Topgolf, I'm like, no, I'd rather just go to a driving range. Like if I've been to Topgolf, and if my friends wanted to have an event at Topgolf, I'm not going to not go, but I'm going for a social event. I'd rather just go to a driving range and just hit some balls, right? Than go to Topgolf where it's like, and there's food and there's people. Plain driving range, old school driving range is me. I don't like, if I'm going to eat or drink, I want it to be an eating or drinking place. Like we do this all the time because I want you to put your back into it. I want grandma, I want her big arm stirring the pot, right? I want someone's foot in the pot. I don't want we do this and we do this. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's not for me. Mm-mm. Did you hear that thunder? I don't know how I forget about Florida until I come here and I'm like, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Cassandra is personally investing in brokerage accounts in addition to work-related retirement accounts and learning about the market and the game as I go. Okay, so a lot of us, when we're doing things, we think we have to wait until we know it all to move forward. We have to wait until we know it all to proceed. We have to wait until we understand the whole picture, everything, before we start anything. And I'm telling you, you don't have to wait. Sometimes you learn by doing. I have committed. I don't think we're obsessed with this topic, but we're not. It's just fun. It's just really fun. So we talk about it. I'm committed to getting a picture of my feet on the internet by the end of the summit. Maybe by like a couple days after, because you know the summit, it's kind of a whirly twirly mess in my mind. I'm busy all day. We'll start before 9. We'll start at probably 8 o'clock my time and end maybe 8 o'clock my time. So I might not have time to do it during the summit, and that's end on the visible facing side. That doesn't count the things we still have to do afterwards to get things ready for the next day, and before to get things ready for that day. But I've committed to within the next couple days. Like I don't need to know everything. I need to sit through her session, learn a thing or two, a tip or two, get a pedicure. Because my feet hurt. I have not had a pedicure since before the last time I came here. So it's been over a month. I usually get them every 2 weeks. She's going to be mad when she sees these feet. She'll be all right. My manicure pedicure lady. But yes, we got some foot pictures. Because I don't need to know it all. I don't need to know everything. I just need to start. Who wants to pay 50 cents for a picture of my pinky toe? Somebody. Somebody does. Let's do this. Let's start. Anywho. Okay, girl, please. My brothers and I played racquetball up to our late teens, early 20s. All right, racquetball. Who knew? Did y'all know people were playing racquetball like this out here? I never spoken to someone in real life who told me they play racquetball. The internet brings us all together in our beautiful ways. I love it. Love it. Pamela said, I heard someone say busyness is a trauma response. I was like, hey, man, I'm working to embrace ease. Yes. No need to be busy just for the sake of being busy. Ramona used to play racquetball frequently. Am I the only one who does not? Did y'all all know this except for me? Did y'all all know you were playing racquetball? Okay, so every once in a while, I've realized that because I am not, in the narrow sense of the word, African American, my family, what comes to me as family history and what comes to me as like social history I don't know how to explain it, isn't always the same. So because my family's from the Caribbean, because of this, and like no one in my family was born in America. No one in my immediate family. We were all immigrants to America. Because of that, like I sometimes I miss out on things that Black Americans do or know because I don't have a long history of being a Black. I consider myself a Black American. I'm Black. I grew up in America, whatever. But because I don't have a long familial history grounded in America, sometimes I'm like, is it just me? Did I just not know this? But I don't think so. This racquetball thing is confusing me now because a bunch of y'all are in here like, yep, racquetball. And I'm like, I had no idea. Is it that like the Caribbean people didn't play it, but Black Americans have been playing it for a long time and it's popular and I just never knew? I feel like I need to go into like the history of racquetball now. There's a club down the street I can go to. Now they talk to me. Rhonda, thanks for the super chat. Boom, Rhonda Online 72. Thank you. Let's see. Hey, Sonia. I'm way behind in the comments. Yes, I heard good things about Woman King, so I'm going to try to see it. My friend is putting a thing together for her birthday. People are going to go. So I'm going to go see it. Let's see. What are we congratulating Sonia for? I missed it. I just thought that she was here. Oh, she quit her job. 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 Sonia quit her job. Ooh. Last week's guest quit her job. See? What happens when you fuck with me? I'm taking credit. I don't know why. It ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm taking credit. That's what happens when you mess with me. You quit your job. Let them people go. Let them people go. You don't need them. They don't need you. We're done. We say goodbye. Goodbye. She quit 1 week. 1 week after less than a week after being on my channel, Sonia quit her job. This too could be you. I'm literally nothing to do with me, but I'm stealing credit anyway. Congratulations, sweetheart. You deserve. Quit her job. She quit her job. Ow. All right. I am way behind in the comments. Oh, Maury quitting jobs in summers. I started another job in October. I quit my customer service job this year too. Dion quit. Shauna quit. Okay. Friends, if you're out there right now and just the thought of going to work has your stomach hurting and sweating, I used to cry before work. The law firm I worked at, I would cry in the morning. I called my friend one of us called the other one almost every morning to say, like, do we have to go in? And the other one had to be the one who was strong and say, like, yes. The one time we were both like, no. I think we went shopping instead. Because we were like, I can't, you can't, I can't. And I don't have, like, there's no reason I have to be in there today. I was like, no, it's just terrible. Like, I should have known at the time. I wanted to quit, but no one was hiring in my industry. But I went regularly to a job that I had to call someone for a pep talk before every morning. You deserve better. I deserved better. You deserve better, right? I went regular to a job, but I cried. I cried at work. I cried when talking about work. I just cried all the time. We deserve better. We do. We deserve better. We deserve better. Woo. Okay, Frances is going to be watching the summit alone with the door locked. You're not letting her daughter in there. Her daughter basically said she's tired of seeing me and Stephanie's face on the YouTubes already. Is your family like that too? Are they like, oh, it's them ladies again? Francis's daughter was like, yeah, I've seen them. When she met me, she was like, oh, it's you. I was like, oh, lovely. Very, very nice girl. But she was also like, I see you a lot. And like in that teenage way where like she's nice, but she's also like, I see you a lot. You're not my friend, so I don't know why we're doing this. But I think they had a great time in Mexico, so I'm very glad for them. Exploring the world with your mom, her and her mom exploring the world, taking a break and exploring. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Stephanie says women are going to leave these sessions and start making money. You can be with your friends if you want to, but you're going to miss the money. Don't leave money on the table. Do a meetup the weekend after. Do a meetup with your accountability group. Do whatever you need to do. But don't, during these summits, be about your business. Now, if you have the weekend pass, you can watch the replays until November 21st. If you have the all access pass, you can watch the replays for a year. I'm going to tell you something. On November 18th, I'm calling it now. Y'all can write it down. Stephanie, write this down. On November 18th, we're going to start getting emails saying, please, sir, please, ma'am, I haven't had a chance to watch the videos. Can you please extend the replays? Please, I haven't had a chance to watch the videos. Can you please extend the replays? And I'm going to tell you in advance, no, it's not fair. Because we told you in advance what the time was, and it goes into the pricing. And we gave the week all access pass people a year. If you want more than November 21st, get the all access pass. I promise you. Because every year people email us and we're like, please, I haven't had it. And I think last year we may have extended a little bit because the time was shorter. It may have been a week. I don't know, whatever it was, the time was shorter to watch it than you have this time. I think this time you have 6 weeks. You can watch all the videos again. You can watch them all while they're live, and you can watch them all again in the 6 weeks after. You can watch them all 6 times in the 12 times in the 6 weeks after. Don't come creeping up to November 21st talking about, please, ma'am, please. Just go ahead and get the all access pass now. Go ahead and get it now. Also, prices are going up on, Stephanie said the date. I think it's October 1st. Is that a Monday? We've been doing things on Mondays. Ugh, Chad. It's a new phone. So my calendar wasn't set up yet. I went to pick up my calendar. Old phone. Oh no, here it popped right in. Okay, so October 1st is a Saturday. I don't know when prices go up. It could be October 1st. It could be October 3rd. There's a day. Prices will go up again. They're at $247 now for the all access pass. They're going to go up to $297 for the all access pass. It's $67 now for the weekend pass, and I believe that's going up to $97. That was your warning. Y'all know when the price go up, it don't go back down. Get in. Get in now. Buy those tickets. Buy the tickets. Buy the tickets. Maya says, how do I get into the Exit Summit Facebook group? There is a link in the email that you get when you purchase your ticket. Click the link. That'll get you in there. If you did not get an email us at hello@exodussummit.com. I'm dropping in the comment right now. Email us at hello@exodussummit.com. Once again, about that Facebook group, you have to have already purchased a ticket. You have to give us the email address you used when you purchased the ticket. So look for the email address your receipt was sent to. And yeah, that's it. And don't invite anybody else. People invited people to join the group, and I'm like, okay, maybe she bought a ticket, but I don't know, because the person you invited is like, she period hate dash me. Like, I don't know. It's not a real name. You know, nobody uses their real name on Facebook. Nobody uses. Some of y'all. Last week I was like, oh, that's Professor LCH's real name. I had no idea. Because I saw the Facebook name and the email address. But y'all never use your real names here or there or anywhere. And so you need to put your email address in there so we can link it to your real name and that you actually bought a ticket. But sometimes I'd be like, oh, that's who you are. That's your real name. Okay. All right. Okay. I see you. All right. BJM's going to be on the patio with libations and snacks for herself. Yes. We're not missing any money. Okay. Even though hubby asked that I not do it, he didn't say I couldn't manage other feet pics. The woman we spoke to has an assistant who assists her in the feet pic world. I think we should also talk about that, right? Like, maybe they're not your feet. Maybe you can help someone else make money from their feet and you get paid for that. I don't know how it works. I don't know what she pays, but they don't have to be your feet for you to make money. Child. So she does everything besides feet. Today she told me her goal is to make $2,000 to $2,500 a day. A day. She was saying numbers, and Stephanie and I were like, "Stop it! Stop! Woo! Stop it! You do the what and the how now? How? What? Stop!" We were just like, "That's not. What do you, girl? These." And she was. We were like, "Don't you think these numbers are crazy?" She was like, "No, no." What? What? $2,000 to $2,500 a day. Let me tell you how I'd work 2 days a month and do nothing the rest of the time. By Black women, for Black women. If it's one thing me and Stephanie do, we're like, we're the Black people. And we pay all our speakers, which is why everyone who gets a ticket has to pay for a ticket, because we have to pay the people you're talking to. But we are really excited about it because we get to pay Black women. And a lot of these people aren't, not a lot of these people, some of these people are women who do not teach the thing. They make money from the thing, but they don't teach the thing. And so we're excited that not only are we having them teach you, but we're also shoring up another business for them if they want. Now that they know from working with us, they know they can teach a thing, right? Maybe our good friend Miss Feet Picks doesn't teach how to do it, but now she's like, maybe I can do that, right? Maybe she's like, people have been saying I should be teaching how to do this, and we're like, welcome. We have a course. We have one of our sessions is about teaching what you know. I was like, come through. Like, you can show up and teach, but if you want to know how to teach more in the future, it's a perfect session for you. It's a perfect session. Yes, teach. So this is really one of the things I love about Exit Summit is it's like this microcosm of like giving, right? It's the people who are coming to teach are giving to you, but it also might be their first time teaching. So you're giving them the experience of being able to teach. And it's just this beautiful, like, near, 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 near. So, yes. Okay. So I'm no longer going to say that Black people don't play racquetball because y'all are all out here. I'm going to say it's because my family's from the West Indies and we do not. Is it a regional thing? Are the Southern Blacks playing racquetball too? I don't know what the West Coast. Maybe it's a West Coast thing and we weren't. I don't, or maybe it's happening and I don't know. I'm obsessed with this now, y'all. I need to know about the history of racquetball in Black America. I need to know. I need to know because if the four of us, I would have sworn that Black people do not play racquetball. Loud and wrong. Rashida was loud and wrong. Mm-mm. My job requires me to disclose outside business activity. I don't want my toxic boss in my business. I may have to quit so I can explore new ventures. Yes. Yes. Explaining things to people? Gross. Get away from me. You don't even like that boss anyway. Mm. When you move abroad, your lifestyle changes. That's going to mean more weight for some of us and less weight for others. I don't know if my weight gain is a pandemic thing or a move abroad thing or I spend a lot of time eating thing. I don't know. Live your best life. Yes, your body's changing. Over 40. Life in Mexico. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Let's see. Ballerina's heading to Scandinavia in February. Why, Valerina? What you doing in there? Oh, my goddaughter is listening to me, so I can't swear. Y'all know. Okay, so I'm gonna say this to all of you. This is not a children-friendly show. Earmuffs, right? Like it's not. There's nothing about this. Why would you have your child listening to this? Adelina knows I love her. Love you, girl. Stop listening. And she did curses on the internet. All right. Um. I just want to knock a damn ball off the tee. Y'all really out here. Who? The history? Is there a book on the history of racquetball in Black America? Because I have questions. I might have to put a poll somewhere, get some answers. I don't get it. Cherie Monique, you're going to Mexico City at the end of October. You'd appreciate some. This is the best food I ever had. Recommendations. I haven't done a video, but I wrote something for Foders called something, something, something food, Mexico City, and then my name. Let's see if I can look it up. Oh, hi, friends. I'm going to shamelessly drop my author page on Foders. Shamelessly drop it in there. So that's the link to my author page. I just dropped it in the comments now, a link to my author page on Foders. And there is the ultimate foodie guide to Mexico City is in there. So you can grab that and get all the info you need. Okay, so Shauna asked about a feet pick accountability group. There will be one. Shauna, maybe you're the leader. I don't know. Shauna, maybe it's you. But we believe that each income stream that we talk about will have its own accountability group, as long as somebody wants to start it and lead it, because y'all know Stephanie and Rashida are not leading accountability groups. Last year, we didn't even go inside accountability groups. We are not there. We're not there. We don't see it. Y'all do it. Y'all take it and run. Take it and run. This year, I might be inside some of them, because some of these we don't need to talk about afterwards. So we'll see. Okay, I'm a spiritualist, would like to manifest fire money. That's financial independence, retire early, money with new streams of income within a year. Yes, I love it. I love it. Cherie Monique wants a foot IG. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Okay, so like I said, we joke about the feet pics, but there's going to be so many money-making sessions. So many money-making sessions, and I want you guys to be ready with your notebooks for all of them. It's a thing. Black women, probably everybody, but because it's Black women here, I'm going to specifically say Black women. Playing racquetball is a thing. Is it a coastal thing? Is it a regional thing? How come I've never... Okay, so I'm not the only one. I'm a spiritualist. Where did you grow up and where did your husband grow up? Let's figure out if this is regional at all. Oh. Anissa was the one and only. A little colored when she was playing racquetball. No, I've never played badminton. The YMCA and all rec centers had racquetball courts. Most health clubs in the Midwest have racquetball courts. Y'all be knowing things. We do not play spades. Okay. So growing up in my family, every weekend, the men got together to play dominoes, and it, without fail, ended every weekend with someone flipping a table, someone cursing, and a machete being pulled out. Every weekend. Every weekend, there was a threat of violence. So I'm not really a card game, board game person. Because I've been trying to go to sleep, and now I hear people screaming and cursing and pulling out weapons. Like, what? So based on my family history, I am not a card game, board game person. It's important to know how you get to where you are, and that is how I got to there. Every weekend, they played dominoes every weekend. And every weekend, somebody might die. But no, we didn't play spades in my family. In other places they might have. But when I didn't even know spades was a thing until like college. And so I do not play, because as a grown-up, if you don't know how to play spades, these Black people ain't gonna teach you how to play spades. They get mad. I was once on a double date, and they decided to play spades. And they knew I didn't know how to play spades. And my partner, my date, was less helpful to me than the other couple, who was like, okay, you don't know how to play. Like, we have to help you. And my partner was like, nah, she got to figure it out. And I was like, how do you just figure out? You don't just figure out spades. Like, if you don't know how to play, and both the guys were friends. The other guy and the other girl were like, yeah, you can't go out with him again. Like, just like on GP, they were like, no, that was not a winning attitude. Your date? I was like, yeah, that's like, I already know it's a no for me, because I need help, and I understand that spades are serious, but like, no one at the table is taking it as seriously as you are. And the way you're taking it seriously is letting your partner just sit in knowing nothing. Sit in ignorance. Your response to your partner knowing nothing is that your partner needs to sit in their ignorance. They were like, nah, he's not. That one's not a winner. And I was like, no. That's your friend, though. That's your friend. Like, that's your friend. Why are you telling me your friend's not a winner? Like, clearly not. First and last date. Woo. Okay. But yeah, I don't play spades because I don't know how. I think I've tried, like, legitimately tried. Not that time. Legitimately tried once. And I was like, it's not for me. I like that. My mom has played racquetball. They're typing on her phone. Really? Where did you play racquetball? Because it wasn't Jamaica. Where were you playing racquetball, old lady? Okay, so I have questions. Is this regional? Thank you, someone else, for understanding my ignorance about this. I have questions. Y'all been playing racquetball? Okay. All right. People with melanin are all over the racquetball courts in Chicago. All right. As I'm going through. Make that money. All right. Make that money. Not again. Find an income stream that works with your life and your lifestyle. Your life and your lifestyle. Once you do that, your tolerance for the BS is going to go down tremendously. Angela, I know you talked about a club near you, but this number is making me nauseous. Is that annually? That's basically $2,500 for the club near you. Is that an annual? Oh. Woo! It's annual. It might be worth the investment. October 1 is 1 week before a summit starts. Was I looking at a different month right now when I looked at it? Because it looked like it was a Sunday. But like I said, new calendar. I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm barely holding it together, y'all. October 1 is a Saturday. Yes, that is when prices go up. If you have the weekend pass, email us at hello@exodussummit.com and get the all access pass. You're not going to regret it. Email us hello@exodussummit.com and get the link to upgrade. You're not going to regret it. I promise. We are not going live on the Exodus channel today. We're going live on the Black Sit Global channel at 5 p.m. Eastern time, or something that sounds like that. At 5 p.m. Eastern time on the Black Sit Global channel with Krishan Wright. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we? What's going on? We got you. I mean, I'm kind of hurt that you didn't really consider it before then. But we got you. We got you. We know that, like, neither Stephanie or I are the kind of people who's going to put one thing in front of you and say, this is the best way for you to make money. And so you should try it. You know, like you get online and people are like, if you're not making money in real estate, you're losing out because that is the best way. Well, no, everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. And so we wanted to get you a bunch of new ways, new to you, new to us, right? Something here is going to be new. You have not tried every method we're going to talk about. You have not tried every method we're going to talk about. There's going to be something that's new to you at the summit. And we want to introduce you to new ways to make money. We want to introduce you to new ways to make easy money. Easy money in the sense that, like, you're not working a 40-hour week. That's what we want for you. And so we're not going to say, oh, something. Teaching courses is the way to make money online, right? Like, it's the best way. You should teach something. So I make money online teaching courses. So does Stephanie. Is it the only way? No. Is it the way for everybody? No. That woman said, our instructor, teacher Jade, has a student who makes money showing people different ways to cook an egg. There is something you can teach. You know something you can teach. But if you don't want to, we've got other ways, right? There's other things you can do. So I want you to know that this summit can help you make money. And the only limit you have is what you're willing to do and what you want to do. I don't want to do them all. There's some ways where I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. But you might be interested, and that's why we're bringing it to you. I don't think it's a bad way, but there's some things that just, I don't want to spend my energy doing that. Love Danny. I don't want to do phone sex because I don't want to hear men speaking to me about what they like, what they want. Girl, I think there might be a way. Now, I'm going to pay attention to Danny's session because I think there might be a way where, like, you don't have to actually interact with them, like recorded things. That's different. But, like, responding to a man, it's not for Sheeta. You think I care what you're talking about, sir? I do not. I do not. I do not. I'm trying to make this money. So everything's not going to be for you. The things that are for you, I want you to take them, learn from them, live your best life. Okay, they're saying 80s. They're saying 80s for the racquetball. All right. Okay. I grew up in Cleveland and played there and in Columbus. I played racquetball originally from Virginia. Handball and racquetball, New York City. Midwest. Y'all are all over. Louisiana folks were not playing racquetball, so yeah. Okay. Alicia says she's not popular. She's not aware of it being popular for Southerners or Texans. All right. Shauna said last week she's doing a male brothel. She's doing a male brothel, and I'm not mad at her. If you would like the experience of a man, but you don't want to deal with men, Shauna got you. She got you. This is not affiliated with Exodus Summit. But tell me when you open for business, girl. Tell me when you open for business. The lineup, Sandra, the lineup for Exodus Summit is at exodussummit.com. exodussummit.com. I know it can't just be me. I know it can't just be me. Mm-mm. Okay, so the California people were playing racquetball. I just wasn't one of them. Okay, see, there's an information gap about racquetball. There's an information gap about racquetball, and we didn't need to figure it out. So Alma was an Army brat from Texas. So we're saying Southern people might not play racquetball. Traveled as a kid. Her husband grew up in Jersey, East Coast, and they played racquetball. I'm hearing racquetball showing up on the East Coast and less so in the South. California seems to be mixed. The only place I've seen racquetball is movies and TV. Only place I've ever. I think I may have seen a court and not paid attention to it. But the only place I've seen people play is racquetball in movies. Mm. I don't know. Nola was giving it away for free. Nola was giving it away for free. We don't give it away. Listen, you can give away whatever you want for free, but if you'd rather get paid, ding 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 ding. I have not played paddle. I think you're making that up. You're not. I know you're not, but I have not played. I've heard of paddle ball, paddle, and it's not like table tennis. If it's not table tennis, I have no idea what you're talking about. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yes, the machete every week. Somebody was gonna die every week, and I'd be like, Grandpa, you play with the same people every like why? Y'all get drunk, flip a table, curse each other out, pull out weapons every single week. Like, why? And my grandpa was the sweetest, oh, sweetest, loved him, sweetest man. It wasn't like he didn't have a temper. But like dominoes, it was just something new. It was something came out of him, and he was just a lunatic. Like, I feel like you need another hobby, but whatever. No one will teach me how to play spades. The people with spades info are stingy with it. Stingy for no reason. Mm-mm. Y'all are making things up now. I don't even making things up. I don't know. Mm-mm. 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 Yes, people get mad if you don't know how to play spades and isolate you. That man was so mean to me, and I was like, "You fine, baby, but you're not that fine, right? Like, never again. You're like being rude to your own partner because I don't know how to like you. It wasn't like I sat down. I was like, yeah, I know how to play. I sat down. I was like, I have never played this before in my life, and you're letting me sit in I don't know how to play and getting mad at me for not knowing how to play. How did that make sense to you? That's why I can't do it. Men are just. How did that make sense to you? I tell you I don't know how to play, and now you're mad at me for not knowing how to play. Okay. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Don't talk bad about people. Teach them. Teach. That's what we should do at Exodus. There should be a spades class. There won't be because I don't know who's making money playing spades, but it's not me. But there should be because y'all are mean, cruel. There's probably someone on YouTube. There's probably someone on YouTube teaching people how to play spades. Mm. Every weekend, I can hear the machete. I hear the clink clanking. What? You're not gonna do nothing? You're like 85. I swear to you, that man was like in his 70s. maybe his 80s, at least his 70s, trying to chase people with a machete. For what, sir? For what? What you gonna do? Calm down. I love him so much. That's my grandpa. Uh, mm-mm. Y'all are just making things up today. You're telling me there's a game called Bunko? I'm guessing this is cards and not ball. Making stuff up. Mm-mm. Making stuff up. Aspen. Pity pat? What is a pity pat? How did we get to pity pat? Y'all, we are so off topic. I love y'all though, because you're rock with me. I don't know how we got to pity pat. Who else has ever heard of pity pat? And if so, are you Belizean or have you heard about it from someone from Belize? Pity pat. That's our question now. Pity pat. Pity pat? That man was trash. That man on that day was trash. Even the opposing team was like, help her. And they were like, he was like, absolutely not. So you're just gonna sit here and lose, like no chance of winning. Mm-mm. Yes. So last year's Exodus Summit. So the first year's Exodus Summit was we brought you 50 something women who had taken sabbaticals or moved abroad to come talk to you about their experience. And last year's Exodus Summit was women who attended the first year, who 12 months later had either already moved abroad or taken a sabbatical. So we called it our homecoming. People who attended the first year, who were in the audience of first year, were now speakers for second year because they had made the move that women wanted to make. This third year, completely different from the first two. This third year is all about income streams that will help fund your move before the move and after. So the theme this year is Move Abroad Money, and it is about having the money to make the move, having the money up front so you can make the move, pay the rent, pay the fees for application fees for visas, and having the money you need to prove that you have enough money to get a visa in another country, to meet any financial solvency requirements. It's about having the money to pay for your life abroad when you live abroad. Because what happens a lot, I'll tell you this with love, with all love of my heart, a lot of people hear, oh, it's so much cheaper to live in X country. And they think that means they can move without any money saved and without a reliable income stream. And then what? The world don't work like that. They don't have any, oh shit, money. They don't have any, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. They don't have a foot sponsor they can call and be like, send me $1,000, right? Like backup plans. These are all different forms of backup plans. If you don't have a backup plan, whether that's your money saved or somebody else's money you can rely on, you can be in trouble when you move overseas. And so we want your move to be safe and reliable. And so we want you to have the money it takes to move abroad. So that's what this year's theme is. So yes, it's completely different than the past 2 years. Carla, you want to know what workshops are happening when so you can plan accordingly. We have expanded the session on we've expanded the schedule on the website on exodussummit.com. So you can see more of the sessions now and sign up for them. The sessions that are not available now on the website are Stephanie's session on YouTube, my session on making money from the knowledge in your head. And we think there's going to be a drop shipping session, but until we schedule, we're leaving some spots open so we can schedule that because the person will be coming to us from another country. And so we want We in a different time zone, so we need to make sure some slots are open for her. So once we get her locked in, we should have a full schedule on the calendar. So today, those are 3 sessions that are missing, but everything else is up. Everything except for the keynote, which will be October 7th. So the keynote will be October 7th. Win the wealth game by walking away. I mean, look at this subtitle. Is that not what we talk about all the time? Walking away. Win the wealth game by walking away. Boom. Boom. So exitsummit.com, those are there. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I'm telling you, it's regional. I don't know what region. Who has written the book? Speaking of written the book, I didn't read a book lately, but I did watch Sins of Our Mother last night on Netflix. It's about that mother whose children, remember her 2 children, she was in Idaho, and then she was in Hawaii, and her 2 kids were missing. And they found them dead. And then there was that guy she was married to, and he was like her 5th husband. It was crazy. The documentary is crazier. If you heard the story on the news, she was the one where they were like, tell us where your kids are. And she was like, no, I won't. And it was like days and days of like, or maybe months. Tell us where your kids are. She was like, no. Sins of Our Mother on Netflix. Crazy talk. She need her ass beat. She need her ass beat daily. Crazy talk. But possibly mental illness, right? Like, I can't, they don't give you enough. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose. There is now that I think about it, there is a doctor who comes in who in the beginning I thought was going to give us some kind of like diagnosis. He didn't give us nothing. He gave us nothing. The doctor gave us nothing. Anyhow, she crazy or there's mental illness, and I don't know. Same, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't know. She needs her ass beat, or she needs serious psychiatric help. Sins of Our Mother. This is not an ad. I watched it's a documentary of 3 like 45-minute episodes, maybe an hour. Crazy. I watched it, so you should too. I need people to talk about it. All right. Where am I in the comments? Boom, 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 boom. Sis said, I am not afraid. I am not afraid. Happy for you. We're going to do this. Piggy Girl is checking in from, I don't even know what country she's in. She just be going to other countries and not messaging me regularly, not telling me where she is. She went out to a bar, meeting people without me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Mm-mm. I don't like it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I have heard of pickleball, but I still think it's imaginary. Okay. So, Nini, watch my video from a couple weeks ago about gentrification in Mexico City. I think it's like gentrification around the world. Watch that video. Don't be worried about locals being upset with Americans. It's something that is being hyped up more in the news and online than in real life. All right. Some people are just rude for no reason. Some people are rude for no reason. Stephanie, I'm a foreigner. I was a guest in this country, and this is how you treat your guests? This is how you treat your guests. I am a foreigner. You can't expect me to know everything you do about the habits and ways of this country. I really didn't know spades existed until I think like my sophomore or junior year. I did not know. I also I didn't go to an HBCU. I went to school. I was the only Black person on my floor my freshman year until I moved out of dorms after the first semester because I'm not dorm life was not for me. How was I supposed to know these things? I am a guest. This is not how you treat your guests. The only person I knew who I knew spades was a thing, I think, because my friend, we went to Tennessee to visit her family when I was in high school, I think. This is sounding familiar to me. And they played spades there, I think. But in California, we weren't playing spades in high school. I saw someone say we played it in lunchroom. We were dodging gang members. Try not to get shot. Hi. Watching our security guards sell drugs. That's what we were doing in high school. Woo! There's a card game called Pity Pat. In Detroit, regular Pity Pat. Y'all are playing, the elders in North also played Pity Pat and Pokino. I have literally never heard Pokino. We losing recipes, y'all. Or I never had the recipe, never had it. Played Pity Pat in Houston. So Adelia said she played Pity Pat and she's from Houston. Patty says her dad from Memphis had her Pity Pat and Blackjack. Kev on Stage has a how to play spades tutorial. Okay. Pity Pat from Memphis. All right. Pity Pat as a kid. Pity Pat. I've literally never. Pokino, Pity Pat. Tracy, I got my glasses from Zlul. I'm going to try to drop it. If I can find an affiliate link, I'll drop it when this video is over in the description. Okay, you couldn't play anything that appeared to be gambling, so that left you with Pity Pat, Old Maid, and Concentration. Pity Pat. Okay. What? People are so mean. So mean. So mean. Oh. Mm-mm. All right. Yes, that's who it was. Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. The level of absolute insane happening and the level of like all the people that died just because the two of them were collectively off their rocker. Like it wasn't just other people died too. And it was like, woo! There's a time where like she goes, someone reports her to the police and she goes to the police station and she's like, oh me, I would never hurt a fly. I don't know what. And the police are like, oh, you seem so nice. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with you. And like in retrospect, you're watching this video like, are y'all not ashamed? Are y'all not ashamed about watching this video and being like, oh no, you wouldn't, obviously, you're just, he's overreacting. Child. Mm-mm. Speak to it, A. Coldone. What is it? Who? Y'all just be saying stuff. Pickleball? It took me a while to figure out what a pickleback was, right? I think I learned that in Ohio because I'd never heard of it before in California. Pickleback took a minute, but pickleball is something new too. All right. Let's see. What else have I missed in the comments I need to get to? Because we're talking about games. I don't think I've ever played backgammon. I know backgammon is a real game. I don't think I've ever played it. I still think this is made up. I'm not calling y'all liars, but I think you're making stuff up. No, I trust you. I trust you that someone has played Bokino before. I just literally have never heard of it before. Curling next? Y'all really, listen, adventurous. Adventurous, and I love it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. It's been a little bit over 2 hours. I'm going to end this now. It's 2:30 my time. In 15 minutes at 2:45, I'm going to jump on live with just the membership. So if you're in the membership, you'll get in the community, it'll show you how to get to that live. I'll just hop on, we'll say hi, we'll talk more about games we didn't play. And if you have questions about the summit or if you want any private scoop, I can try to give it to you in the community. And for everybody else, get your tickets to Exodus Summit, exodussummit.com. We totally got off track, but let me end this with look at your 2022 goals and figure out what you want to postpone to 2023 and figure out what you want to double down on and get done before 2022 is over. Do that. One of my 2022 goals was to come here and get some things done. And I've done that twice. I've been to the US 3 times this year. 2 times I really got things done. One of the things I got done this time was to buy York peppermint patties because I love them and I can't find them anywhere in Mexico. People always ask me, like, what do you need to bring from Mexico? And the answer is basically nothing. But, like, if you have something you love that you can't find in Mexico, bring them. So I'm coming home now with new glasses because these online sites are really cheap, right? Compared to, traditional glass stores. Let me close it out with the other one. Glasses, phone, which I've already lost, phone, peppermint patties, earbuds, and a book from our guest. And if you attend Exodus Summit, I don't know what the requirements are going to be yet. We're going to give out books. I don't know how they're going to be given away. I don't know what we're going to do for the giveaway, but we will be giving out copies of this book. I will tell you more when we know more. Yay. Okay. Prices go up for Exodus Summit on October 1st. Get your tickets now. Get that all access pass now. You want it. I feel like I can hypnotize you with these glasses. Give you a little hand action. Get your ticket. No, get your ticket because it's going to be a great event, and I can't wait to see you guys there. And I will talk to you later. Membership. See you guys on in 15 minutes. Bye.